one that was scheduled. So hey Ben, I messed up the one that I had scheduled, so I am going to give everybody a few minutes to get here. The notes for the one that I scheduled still had the same, still had 1989 Upper Deck. So when I clicked on the scheduled one and it said 1989 Upper Deck, I got out of it because I thought I was in the wrong one. And then it disappeared. So I'll know next time. The host notes, I just need to change them when I get into the new live. I panicked. I guess I do need to check. Does everybody hear me? Hey, McGee, do y'all hear me talking? Just want to make sure my mic's working right. This thing is, all right, good deal. Yeah, 87 is such a good year, man. I mean, obviously, you've got Bo and McGuire and my mind went blank. Bo, McGuire, Bonds, Barry Larkin, Will Clark, Maddox. Such a great rookie year, and Topps gets all the love. I mean, Topps, the wood grain, the such a well-known set, but Donruss and Fleer were really good in my opinion, and they did a good job getting these guys in the base sets. 86, they missed on Canseco. He had to be in the traded, and of course 89, you had Griffey in the traded. I'd much rather have them in the base sets, but obviously one of the most sought after cards is the Mike Trout in the update series, so that didn't make it in the base. But I do like being able to find them in base boxes instead of just getting a set and it being there. So looking forward to this rip. 87 Donruss is a fun. Yep. Let's see. I want to say Pujols and, well, maybe in Topps. Yes, I'm thinking of Upper Deck. Well, I pulled a Pujols and an Ichiro in the same blaster box of Upper Deck one time, and they weren't really called blasters, but at that time. But he may have been in update Topps, but and I know there's some big rookies, but I like I say, you can't pull a Jose Canseco out of a pack in '86. I mean, you can in Donruss, but not Topps. You've got to get the traded set for that. Same with Griffey, but all the big names are here, and in '87 Donruss. I have ripped some packs. I've not ripped a box of '87 Leaf. Um, I did rip some packs, and I have some singles and things like that from '86 and '87, but never ripped a full hobby box. So we're going to go with 87 Donruss tonight. If you get a chance, I've got some stuff over in the store. I'm not a huge seller, but if you want to take a look at it, please do. I've got some old stuff. I've got some packs. I've got some current stuff that's not very expensive stuff. I just kind of sell, things that I have extras of, or things that aren't going to go in my PC and things like that. But if you're ever looking for anything in particular or from these rips, happy to do that too. But since this is a personal, so to speak, I'm going to put the box off here to the side, so it's not in the way when I'm trying to rip. We'll just do one stack at a time. I'll put it back here so y'all can still see it, I guess, if it matters. But we'll we'll take a look at 87 Donruss, and if you've been in any of the other rips, we like to put the big rookies up here on the stands, but I will put some studs up there, Nolan Ryan, etc. We'll give away a couple things tonight as we're going through this box, so stay tuned, and we'll see what we pull. What we pull will be kind of what we give away. So thanks, Card King. The 89 Donruss rookie lot. I think I had the rated rookie and the rookies card. Not sure what that is, Ben. It's a YouTube thing. I don't know how do you moderate, I guess, here. I deleted it, so who knows if it's still there or not. Good times. So 87 Donruss. We're going to get started here. The Roberto Clemente is the puzzle piece. The Clemente puzzle is a fun one to put together. But you got John Morse. These designs. Hey Rufino, these designs had the baseballs. The yellow, stripes. These were pretty cool designs. Donruss, to me, had some really cool designs in the 80s, and so I can delete these, but how do you help me out here, Ben? I don't know how you block things or what you do here before I get started here. Hey Steve, I can delete a comment, but I didn't even know this was going to YouTube. Is there a way for me to take it off of YouTube? All right, thanks, Ben. I don't know how. I don't know if this just automatically goes to if this is the YouTube channel for district or what. I don't know if I don't think I had it connected to mine, but anyways. So we'll take a look here. We've got John Morse. Our first rated rookie is Dwayne Ward. So I can, like I say, I can delete it, but I don't think I can block people. So all good. I just wanted to make sure I was doing what what I would needed to do on my end. Ben's alt. So we got Curtis Wilkerson. Ron Karkovice pulled a ton of his stuff back in the late 80s. Um, you know, 89, I remember pulling a ton of his in 89 Donruss, but that is a Karkovice rookie, but he did not make rated rookie status. Bob Kearney, Jimmy Jones, Pedro Guerrero, a polarizing figure among Twitter, the Twitter hobby. Some people have some good stories about Pedro, some not so good. Ted Power, but he did have a lot of home runs during this day. Cliff Johnson, Johnny Ray, and if you know about the 87 Donruss set, and it's especially in the opening day, I think it's in the opening day Donruss set. It might be Leaf, I don't know. But the Johnny Ray and the Barry Bonds are transposed. Johnny Ray is got the rated rookie picture with Barry Bonds, and it's a pretty valuable thing. But I think it only came in the sets, the opening day sets. Frank White, Willie Upshaw, Mark McLemore. There's a Dave Winfield, Diamond King, our first Diamond King, and then a Tim Burke. So nothing huge in pack one. I had somebody earlier request on X or Twitter, whatever we call it these days, a couple of the Clemente puzzle pieces, so I'm going to put those to the side. I should be able to put the puzzle together. and still have some pieces left over. So we got Doug Corbett, Kelly Gruber. That might be a rookie. No, he was earlier than that. I didn't realize. Buddy Bell. There we go. Don Mattingly, Donnie Baseball, our first star. We'll put him up for now. Mike Maddox, Mark Grant, Billy Sample, Braves legend. Pat Tabler. Yeah, these look good. I mean, they're really tough with the black borders. They're really tough, but oh, second pack in. It's way off center, but look at there. Second pack in, guys. Left to right, pretty tough, but McGuire. Yeah, they really are. And you know what's great about these is just like a lot of other cards that have the black border. They look so good, but they're so tough to grade because of the chipping and the corners and things like that. It shows up so easily. But we got a McGuire in pack number 2, so we'll take it. Bill Wegman, Steve Ontiveros, Alan Ashby, Roy Smalley, and Bruce Ruffin. So we've got a good chance of giving away a McGuire tonight. So we'll see what we can do. Yes, I had some friends who did that back in the day. That especially like the 86 Fleer and stuff. The blue borders, they'd use a blue marker and just try to make them look better. But back then, we didn't grade anything. We just traded it and moved on. But we got Oil Can Boyd, one of the great names in the game. Jerry Royster, Mark Sullivan, Cal Daniels, bring him a little closer here. Mariano Duncan, Tony Armas. He hit a ton of bombs back in the day. Look at that. He led the league there in '84 with 43 on 123 RBI. He was a hitter. Now that's what the Clemente puzzle will look like. We got the McGuire there, Fraley, in the second pack. I thought we might have another one, but we got Jerry Willard. But that's what the Clemente puzzle will look like when we get it together. That's our second Carcavice in 3 packs. Steve Trout, Kelly Gruber, Jeff Russell, Jim Dwyer, Bill Doran, and Willie Randolph. So we pulled 2 Carcavice and 2 Grubers, but not 2 McGuires. So we'll see if we can find Bo. We can find Barry. Sorry about that. Oil Can Boyd had a great line. That's what you get building a stadium. Mike Lacoste, Ray Chadwick, Larry Sheets. There's a Paul Molitor. That goes in the star stack over here. Jackie Gutierrez, Bob Sebra, Mitch Webster. You know, this may be a Mandela effect, but Mitch Webster, for some reason, I always thought was a pitcher. And I opened a pack of, I guess it was 89 tops maybe, back about 10, 12 years ago. And I pulled a Mitch Webster, and he was an outfielder. And I was like, this is not right. But apparently, in my mind, I had that Mitch Webster was a pitcher. And apparently, I was wrong about that. There's Sutcliffe. He was a star. John Candelaria. I knew Mitch Williams. I knew Wild Thing, but I was thinking of Mitch Webster for some reason. I don't know why. Tim Flannery, Bill Madlock was a stud with the Pirates. Dwayne Henry. Oh, there's one hiding. It's Mike Loind, and then Juan Castillo. I don't know. Like I say, it was one of those things where in my mind I had this idea of that he was a pitcher, and maybe there was a card one time of him that where he was throwing the ball, and I don't know. You know, our minds start to go a little bit when we start to age. All right. Oh, the straw. I loved Strawberry back in the day, and I do not like the Mets. As a Braves fan, I am not a Mets guy, but I love Strawberry, and I like Gooden. That's a good-looking card there. Little left to right, but looks really good. I'm going to throw Strawberry up there for now. Bill Madlock, Bill Madlack, Barry Jones, Larry Parrish, Rafael Ramirez, former Braves legend. Funny story, I guess not a funny story, but Gary Carter without his name on the back, he goes in the star stack. But the story about this box, I have a couple of BBCE boxes, but this box in particular I got for Christmas from my brother. Joe Carter was a star, and he went to Asheville, North Carolina on a little trip, and he found this antique store. I love Sean Dunston, so he's going in the star pack for me, star stack. Jack Morris and Lee Lacy. Um, he went in a little antique store. They had just a ton of old '80s stuff, '80s cards, and of course a lot of it junk wax, '89 stuff, and all that. But he found this '87 box, and it was really cheap. And he was like, I had to get it, so he got it, and I got it this year for Christmas. I bet it's really rough there, Fraley. I mean, I've seen pictures, but geez, man, that was tough. Mike Moore, Danny Cox, he went right before that happened on a trip, and he found this spot that had. He sent me pictures, and I was like, I need to try to get up there as quick as I can because it had a lot of cool stuff. There's Drayback before he wound up with the Pirates. There's our third rated rookie, but our second non-star rated. Oh, Jerry Brown rated rookie. Glenn Braggs. That kind of looks like a rookie. It is. Sometimes you can get a feeling for how they're uh, standing in the picture. Burt Blyleven was a star. It's a rookie card. There's a Big Bob Walk collector on Twitter. Bob Walk the Plank lunchbox. He probably would have enjoyed that sighting. Um, but I mentioned in the beginning, I got a few things in my store that might interest some of you. I promise you, I have no reason to sell stuff for $1. That's searched. All the packs that I have in there, like the 89 Donruss, all that stuff come right out of a box that I've opened, and I just held a few back. Um, I don't. I never understood the whole resealing stuff and all that, but I can promise you, you can take my word, or you don't have to. But they're cheap. Wade Boggs. But don't worry about those packs. If you want to buy one, you're going to get what was in there. So, Charlie Huff. This was what felt like pretty late in his career, but he kept on playing. Dwight Lowry. You live near a state park where he was camping. Gotcha. Okay. Terry Kennedy. Tony Fernandez. He was a rookie in '84. Let's see. No, '83. I like Tony Fernandez. Bruce Ruffin. Lynn Matuzak. Joe Orsulak. And Bryn Smith. Thanks, Brody. Brody picked up an '89 Score baseball 2-packs for $1. Looking for Sheffield's rookie in that. And also an '87 Topps Cello pack for $2. I'll get everything shipped out tomorrow that people buy. Wishing for a McGuire or Bonds for you, or Clemente puzzle piece over there, or a Bo Future Star, which is awesome. Now this is one of my favorite Diamond Kings from this set because Eric Davis was a very, very good player back in the late '80s. Injuries got him, but I was a huge fan. Thank you again, Brody. Huge fan of Eric Davis, and I love that Diamond King. I actually have one sitting in my watch list on eBay. It's a PSA 10. I'm kind of waiting on the price to come down a little. Macklemore again. Steve Lake. Story about Steve Lake as we go. If you remember the studio card that he had with the parrot on his shoulder, Ruffles, I think was the parrot's name. I did a rip. I post pack rips on Facebook. And his daughter, Carrie, her name was Carrie, his daughter saw that rip. It just kind of showed up on her feed or something, her reels. And she messaged me and talked about how he was going to be so excited to see that. And she talked about the parrot and all this kind of stuff. It was really cool. And I get messages like that occasionally, but that was a really cool one because that was such a memorable studio card with that parrot. Don Baylor And so now, whenever I pull one of his cards, I always will tag her in the video so she can see it. George Brett, Diamond King. Odd hat situation going on there, but Buddy Bell, Mike Kingery, Lee Smith, a stud. Gary Pettis, and this actually is him and not his brother like in the 1984 era. Calvin Schiraldi, Mike Trujillo, and then John Morris, who we started off with. Final pack in the first quadrant of packs. We've got our McGuire. Oh, okay. Thought that said Edward Jackson. All right, let's see what we got here. We've got Jim Pankovitz, Dave Lepper, Brian Fisher, John Russell. Oh, Kent Herbeck. If you haven't seen my video about Kent on X, I've got it pinned. I did a video yesterday for the folks who enjoy my Herbeck videos. So I'll put that one in the stack that he gets to get used around the farm here. Thank you, Fraley. Appreciate you. Jimmy Jones, Dave Kingman. Speaking of bombs, led the league there with the Mets in 82. 38, 35, 30, 35. But look at those Ks. Also led the league in Ks. Mike Laga, who is known mostly in the hobby for his sweet airbrush job in 87 Tops. If you've never seen the Mike Laga card in 87 Tops, I challenge you to Google it or look it up on YouTube on eBay and look at the sweet hat that Mike Laga has in 87 Tops. Odeby McDowell, second-year card. Mike Scioscia, Damaso Garcia, Billy Hatcher, Ed Romero. Oh, there's one there. Yes, there is. Mel Hall. And then Reggie Williams. First O's game, Herbeck. Chili Davis homered and got crushed. Well, you can imagine as a Braves fan, I don't have a whole lot of love for Kent. But I do some fun little videos where I use the Kent Herbeck cards around the farm I live on, and people get a kick out of it and they'll just send me Herbeck cards in the mail, and I'm like, I don't want these, and they're like, they're for your next video. So I think it's pretty cool that I have that going, but I definitely don't collect Herbeck. Is this a Van Slyke? It is. Andy Van Slyke with the cards. All right, Mike Mason. Gary Templeton, who I confused a lot for Tony Gwynn cards back in the day. Because I would do this to look at my cards, and he's got several that he looks like Gwynn. Mickey Hatcher, who is known for a lot of really cool baseball cards in history, but not that one. Steve Jeltz, Ernie Camacho, Reggie Williams, Spanky LaValliere. I wonder if, and somebody may know this, but was LaValliere and Van Slyke included in the same trade when they went to the Pirates? Tom Hinkie, the Terminator. R.J. Reynolds. Tim Raines, Rock. Throw him up there. We only have one rookie up there at this point. Checklist, Daryl Boston and Rick Aguilera. Let's see. So we got some stars, and we got McGuire, and McGuire's a little off center, but you get what you get in the 80s. Davey Martinez. Ozzie, the Wizard. That's a little off center too, but he's going to go there with Eric Davis. Odell Jones, Junior Ortiz, love the yellow helmets. Ken Phelps, my shop teacher from 1993, taught us how to cut boards. Terry Pendleton became an MVP for the Braves. There's another oil can. Ted Power, Bud Black, George Taco Bell, Nolan, there he is. We're not going to replace. We're just going to put Nolan up there by Boggs. McGriff, second year. Nice. Chris James, rated rookie. Randy Myers rated rookie, and Mark Ryle. So a couple of rated rookies there, not the right ones. 88 through 92 Pirates was going to join tonight. I guess he didn't if I hadn't got an answer for my... Oh, there we go, Lunchbox. Traded together for Tony Pena. Gotcha. Mike Aldretti. Thanks for the info there. I didn't realize that I knew, obviously, they played for these teams, but I didn't realize they were involved in the same trade. I thought I'd ask. Steve Lombardozzi. Jim DeShays. There's another Don Mattingly. Yes, it was. That put him on a streak of NL playoff games there. Ted Simmons, Donnie Hill, Keith Atherton, Mike Schmidt. That Donnie Hill reminds me, not Donnie Hill, that, who was with the A's there? Yeah, it was Donnie Hill. That Donnie Hill reminds me, the Conseco in this box is amazing. It's got a Hardee's logo that's perfect right behind him. Always thought it was cool. Mike Schmidt, Michael Jack Schmidt, Dave Henderson before he went to the A's and helped them get to some World Series. Bob Boone, Jose Guzman, Randy O'Neill, Kevin McReynolds, Rance Mullenix, and then Bedrock, Steve Bedrosian. Yeah, they had some young stars coming up there during that time for sure. And they added Ricky and Dave Henderson, and obviously Carney Lansford was already there. There's Pedro. There's Rafael Belliard, who became a Brave. Mike Krinchiki. Kirby Puckett, Diamond King. That's a nice set of Diamond Kings there in 87. Tommy Herr. Harold Reynolds. Ricky Horton. Here's a who. Steve Balboni. Mike Greenwell, rookie. There we go. No, I don't know if that's his rookie. I don't think he had one in 86. He might have, but I thought that was his rookie. Brooke Jacoby. Pete Rose as a manager. First baseman and manager. You don't see that anymore. There's George Brett, star. Chico Walker and Chuck Finley, who was a heck of a pitcher there for a while. All right, we're still looking for the great Bo Jackson and Barry Bonds. Storm Davis. It's a great baseball name. Checklist. Jeff Herron. Mark Bailey, catcher. Tony Phillips. Ray Knight. I've told the story before about Ray Knight. He's from my area. My dad and uncle played against him, and from Albany, Georgia. Played against him as a kid. Kent Tecove, the rubber band man. He goes in the star stack for me. Tim Laudner. Oh. Dave Trevecki, one of the worst injuries I remember seeing. I was a kid, and that thing has stuck with me. Jose Rio, before he went to the Reds. Bob Forsch. Toby Harrah. Another Gary Templeton. Dave Clark, and Mickey Hatcher. It's weird what these cards bring back when you see them, like the memories of different things. Yes, I know y'all are not big Sid guys, but he was huge for us. But I can see where that one hurt. The Greenwell and Finley are confirmed rookies. Thank you there, Card King Rob. I put both in the star stack. Kevin Gross, Brooke Jacoby, Ralph Bryant, Kurt Ford, Mark Eichhorn, Rick Russell. Yeah, that was the interesting thing is Bonds. I mean, he was a really great outfielder. I thought he was known for that, but Tim Raines again. And when it got hit to him and I saw that Sid was going, I was like, oh, Lord. There we go. There's a rookie. Barry Larkin rookie. That's a good one. Sorry, Mattingly. We're going to put him in a sleeve and put him up there. Dave Winfield. And that's nothing against Mattingly. I hope to eventually have all the rookies up there. But he was the first one to go. It was Mattingly or Strawberry, and for me it had to be Mattingly. That Barry Larkin looks pretty good. Those Reds teams were really good there in the late 80s, early 90s. I just remember seeing Andy Van Slyke sitting out there in the center field just with his hat barely hanging on. And little did I know, I'd experienced that many times as a Georgia Bulldog fan and Falcons and Hawks and Braves. Davy Lopes. I've experienced that heartbreak many times. Stan Gladden, there's a BJ Surhoff rated rookie. Eric Bell. Walt Terrell. Billy Sample. Another checklist. That's a Diamond King checklist. Jim Presley, who got sent over to the Braves there in '89, I think. Cecilio Guante. Oral Hershiser. Ed Wojna. Bobby Grich. Sid Fernandez, and the ace for the Braves in '87. And yes, the ace was 14 and 18. But he was our ace in the '80s. Which ones you talking about, Houston? The Braves ones or the... Let's see, what else do we have there? The Mariners, the Pirates. Oh, yeah, the dark blue Braves. And that was Rick Camp, Land Shark. There's a great YouTube video of it. They pinch hit him in like the 16th inning or 17th inning. It was against the Mets. We were losing by a run in the bottom half, and he hit a bomb on a 2-strike count, and we still lost. But he tied it up, and it was just a crazy. I'd gone to bed. Obviously, I remember bits and pieces of various games, but I didn't see that because I think it was in the wee hours of the morning. But I've certainly seen it. Yeah, they're the same. They're the same guy. Mike Scott teamed up with Nolan Ryan. Yeah, they're the same person pretty much. Steve Lyons. There's a Roger Clemens goes in the stack. There's another Johnny Ray. Randy Hunt. Bob James. Bob Melvin. So Bob Pack. Sweet Lou. Should be in the Hall of Fame. Stan Javier. Jose De Leon. Jerry Mumphrey. Ed Correa. John Stafaro. Kevin Bass. And Mike Easler. Last pack, and we'll be halfway through the box, and we hit one rookie very quick and have not hit any of the others except for Barry Larkin, and that's not a rated rookie, but he is one of the big rookies. Rob Thompson, also known as Robbie Thompson. John Gibbons. John Habian. Billy Joe. I think Tom Willis is a big Billy Joe Robideau guy. Fred Lynn, late career. Jeff Musselman. The Hawk. You cannot go wrong with a Hawk Expos card. This was right before he got traded to the Cubbies. He goes in the star stack, obviously. Love Hawk. Thad Bosley. Mike Witt. Dale Swaim. Marvell Wynn. Steve Sachs. Bob Dernier. Kevin Brown. That was a rookie. And Jim Aducci. Thought Kevin was going to be the guy there for a little while. Let's see here. All right, so that's halfway. If our guys Barry Bonds and Bo Jackson are hanging out, they're hanging out in the second half of the pack. Mm-hmm. Roger McDowell, the second spitter on Seinfeld. Bill Wegman. Mike Stanley. David Palmer. Ron Darling. Greg Walker, who was a Braves hitting coach for a little while. Mark Thurman, Ron Renicky, Andre Thornton, Danny Tartable. He was a very nice player. Doesn't get a whole lot of love, but he was a very good player. Bill Dawley, Mike Heath, Leon Durham. I remember him in the 80s watching the Cubs on WGN. Dave Winfield, and then our guy Mike Flanagan. Let's see here. Yeah, the Braves, looking back at that Mailer Camp comment, the Braves had the all-beard team one year. They had Mailer, Camp, and Bedrosian, and Bruce Sutter, and all these guys with great beards. Look at that Bill Allman jersey and helmet. It's good stuff. Matt Young, Ozzy, the Wizard. He goes in the Stars. Jeff Sellers, Tracy Jones, Jim Sundberg, Ernie Witt played for the Braves a little while. Everybody did, I guess. Aurelio Lopez. Tim Stoddard, he was a big dude, if I remember. Yeah, 6'7", 250. Stoddard was a big dude. Terry Steinbach rated rookie. Dwayne Ward. Joey Meyer. Candy Maldonado. Tom Brunansky. And Glenn Davis, who put up some huge numbers for the Astros there for a while in the 80s. He had a Diamond King in 89, and he was also the Houston MVP in 89 Donruss. Al Hrabosky was early 80s. I got a couple of his cards. I want to say 82, 83 is about right, because I think I've got an 83 of him. The Mad Hungarian. Joel Skinner. Speaking of, Gene Garber was another one who was rocking the beards. So we had Suter, Bedrosian, Garber, Mailer, Camp. Lots of beards. Bill Bath, there's a Kirby. Always love a Kirby being in the pack. Pretty good looking card, too. Got most of the stars here. Charlie Hudson, except from Canseco. Donnie Moore, Darrell Porter, Chuck Carey, 82 Fleer Error card. There you go. John Kruk with the Padres. That's a rookie card. Dave Steeb, Glenn Wilson, Alex Trevino, Mike Bilecki, and Jay Tibbs. So you're saying Hrabosky had an error, 82 error, or was it about one of the guys I mentioned here? Lloyd Mosby, Ray Soff. Gotcha. I'm gonna have to look at it and see if it comes to mind. Jack Clark, Drew Hall, Billy Buckner. This was right after the tough times for Billy. John Denny, Keith Moreland. That was an odd Diamond King choice that year. Tom Browning, Randy Kutcher, Frank DePino, Dick Schofield, Mike Young, Dennis Powell, and Jimmy Key. I will be looking up the Hrabosky. All right, come on now. Come on, let's go. We are missing the big guys here. Who knows? This box, like I say, my brother bought it at an antique store. I hope it didn't get searched, but they didn't do a really good job of it with McGuire being in the second pack. That made me feel better. Frank Viola. Tony Gwynn. There he is. Fresh off of a 329 average. Look at that. Look at this. 329. Led the league in at-bats. Led the league in hits. Led the league in runs. And struck out 35 times. He batted 642 times and struck out 35 times. I mean, that is just unbelievable. Joaquin. There's another Van Slyke. Mike Mason. Ray Hayward. Chris Bando. Mike Smithson. Von Hayes, Brian Olkers, and Jeff Hamilton. Mm-hmm. Somebody had the nerve on X the other day to, there's a Will Clark rookie, thank you, argue about Tony Gwynn, and all he was singles and doubles. You hit 330 and 650 at bats and strike out 35 times. I don't care. Tom Hinkie. Okay, her boss. I will look. I will look at that. R.J. Reynolds, Casey Candell, Ernie Riles, Spike Owen, the University of Texas. I know that because of the Nathan Gunderson, David Cone, Bo Diaz, Bip Roberts, Scott Nielsen, Phil Necro. It's really weird when you sell something out there, Earl Best, and there he is, Will Clark, rookie. That's very nice. Sorry, Straw. It is weird when you sell something. There's a collector out there for everybody. I mean, really. I bought a bunch of Steve Avery cards the other day, and I'm sure that guy was like, what? Probably had them listed since 91. There is a Will. So we got Will, McGuire, Larkin. Cannot complain too much, but I sure would like to see a Bo and a Barry. Trying to save these packs. I'll send them to my buddy Travis, who does tiles. If you've never seen those, he's a classic card tiles. They're pretty cool. Let's see. Crazy stat about Will. Homered in his first at bat at every level. Wow, that is crazy. I did not know that. Oh, sorry to interrupt, but we got the Bow. It's off center too, top to bottom, left to right. But again, I do not care when it comes to these type of cards. That's nice, Bow. So we got Bow. We got another about 10 or 12 packs to try to find Barry. So we're doing well here. Frank Tanana, Glenn Hubbard. Met him this past summer at a card show. Jay Howell. Yes, Maddox too for sure. Roger Clemens. Tony Pena. There's the I pulled all three of the trade. Pena, LaValliere, and Van Slyke. Brian Holton. Mark, always have trouble with his name. Gubaza. Doug Corbett. There's Doc. Sweet. Ozzie Virgil. There's a Strawberry Diamond King. That's a good pack there. Hairston and Rich Gedman. That had a Bo, Strawberry Diamond King, Roger Clemens Diamond King, a Dwight Gooden. Strong pack. That would have been well worth the 35 cents in 1987. 13 seasons over 300 for Roberto. Kevin Elster, Tom Foley, Pudge Fisk, Scott Garrelts, who is not very active on Twitter, but is on Twitter. Kevin Mitchell, I think he was a rookie in 86. I think his first cards were in 86, put it that way. I don't think he had anything in 84. But Kevin Mitchell was a stud. I think he got in a little trouble afterwards, but checklist. Another Ernie Riles, Cal Daniels, Angel Salazar. There's the Barry. Got two berries. So we got some giveaway materials coming. Ricky Henderson, Andy Allenson, Jose Cruz, and Mark Langston. Barry Larkin, his second rookie. Dun, dun, dun. Plug him over there. All right. This is it. Last stack of cards. There's the Canseco. I forgot it's a box bottom. There's the Canseco with the Hardys, or as it was in Oakland, the Carl's Jr. That's a sweet Canseco card. Also got Jeff Reardon. We got the Murph. And we got the Clemente puzzle in the box bottom. But that's the Canseco I was talking about earlier. I didn't even think about it. Well, there was one more pack in that stack before I moved to the final one. Tommy Herr. All right, Jose Uribe, famous for his 1990 Fleer card. Jose. Oh, there's Maddox. And there's Bo, back to back. Maddox and Bo. Wow, this second half of the box is killing it. We got Maddox, we got Bo, back to back. Who would have known in '87 that stack would have been like that? All right, let's do it. We're gonna give away Maddox and Bo, and to one person. We'll give away these three to somebody. So let me punch it in real quick, and I'll do some more as we go. We've still got several packs, but this is a good opportunity here to toss those to somebody. Give me 1 second here. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. There we go. Hang tight, guys. All right, we got the giveaway added. I didn't mean to do that, guys. Hang on. There it is. We're gonna start the giveaway there. Sorry it took me a minute, but we got a Bo going. We got a Bo, Barry Larkin, and Greg Maddox going away there. We're gonna get back to it. Frank Tanana, Billy Sample, checklist. Oh, there he is. Jim Presley. So that pack had Bo Jackson, Greg Maddox, and Barry Bonds in it. Unbelievable. Jump in that giveaway, guys, if you want this Bo, Barry, and Maddox. And now we got it. And I'm going to tell you, I'm looking at it. That is a good looking Barry. Look at the centering. Look at the corners. I think that's just dust. It is. That is a good looking Barry Bonds right there. What a pack. 8 entries. We're fixing to give away the Bo and the Barry. I'm sorry, the Bo and the, Barry Larkin. So who gets it here? Land Shark Picker. Congrats on the you got the Barry, the Maddox, and the Bo Jackson. Congrats on that. I can't get over that pack. I'm not even done with the pack yet. I'm not done with the pack, and it had Barry Bonds, Bo, and Maddox. Willie Wilson. Ah, oh, what if we had McGuire in there? That would have been unbelievable. Bruce Fields. That had 3 rated rookies, and then 2 more rookies. Kirby, Diamond King, and then a Tommy Herr. Man, that pack was loaded. Loaded. That was a bottom pack too. If I recall, that would have been a bottom pack that had those huge things. Let's see if we can pull another barrier, another mark. Give some stuff away here. I might give stuff away anyways, but hang tight. Greg Matthews. Yeah, some kid in '87 was like Bobby Bonilla. That's a rookie, isn't it? Yep, Bobby Bonilla rookie. Al Newman still getting paid by the Mets, by the way. Gary Templeton, Julio Franco, Neil Heaton, Dan Schatzter, Dave LaPointe, Dan Pasqua, Tom Candiotti, Charlie Kerfeld, Alvin Davis, and Jeff Robinson. So, imagine going in a card shop and there being 2 packs, and you pick that one that I just opened instead of the one that had the McGuire and the I meant the bonds and everything. That one we just opened had one Bobby Bonilla rookie. Julio Franco. Yeah, I saw him very late in his career. He went on a rehab assignment for the Rome Braves when he played for the Braves. And got to see him in a minor league game and met him and all that stuff. It was really cool. Rob Deere, Cal Daniels, Saberhagen, Steve Phillips, and Bobby Bonilla. Brett Saberhagen, yeah, they started it with that, whatever that contract was. Senior Smoke, Juan Berenguer, Goose Gossage, Don Robinson, Bob Welch, Rudy Law. There's Reggie Jackson, one of his last cards. Keith Hernandez, Ed Olwine's got a Dale Murphy look to him. Eric Bell, Walt Terrell, and Billy Sample. Well, if you'd have told me when I started opening this box that the 5 would be up there, and including Maddox, I'd have been really thrilled. Mike Davis, Greg Walker, Jim Morrison of the Doors, Mike Krukow, Johnny Grubb, Kurt Young, Floyd Bannister. There's a Rhino. Hadn't thought about him being in this pack, but I'm in this box, but there he is. There's a Murphy. Diamond King. See, that one that looks beat up. Thank goodness my bonds didn't look like that. Steve Lyons, the Rocket. Johnny Ray, Joe Hesketh, Steve Carlton, and Bob Brindley. All right. Oh, I got another rookie. One that I hadn't mentioned. Dave Valley. Not Dave Valley. That's not who I'm talking about. Jim Traber, Mike Fitzgerald, Vance Law, Ed Correa, Eddie Murray. You know I like an Eddie Murray card. Kevin Bass, Mike Easler, Rob Thompson, Wally Joyner, Gary Lucas, Bill Schroeder, Lynn Dykstra, Chris Bosio, and Ruben Sierra. Very underrated in the hobby, but Ruben was good. Ruben was a stud. I'm sleeving his rookie up too, because that's one I call one of the big ones in '87. All right, we got 5 left. Thad Bosley, Mike Witt, Teddy Higuera, Marvell Wynn, Steve Sachs, Bob Dernier, Don Slaught, Gino Petralli is Blue Hat Pack, Mookie Wilson. There's a Clemente puzzle. Rick Rhoden, David Palmer, Ron Darling, Greg Walker, and Kirk Gibson. They seem to be running together. I wouldn't mind running into another pack like I just got. Rick, have you been here, McKee? Or are you just popping in? Because if you haven't been here, I got to tell you what happened here, my man. Pulled out of 1 pack. I pulled Barry Larkin, Bo, Maddox, and Barry Bonds, all out of 1 pack. Which tells you how most of the other packs went. But I have pulled Will Clark, and I did pull McGuire in like the 2nd pack. Yeah, that was unreal. Ron Renicky, Andre Thornton, Danny Tartable, Daryl Boston, Rick Aguilera, Dave Martinez. Oh, there we go. McGuire. Our 2nd McGuire. We're fixing to give it away. Lee Lacy, Bill Allman, Matt Young, The Wizard, Olcan, Tracy Jones, Jim Sundberg, and Ernie Witt. All right. Get ready. I'll jump in. I'm going to do another one here for McGuire. And I'll send you whichever one you want. They both are a little off center, but I'll send you whichever one. That one looks better to me, but I'll send you whichever one you want, left or right. So hang tight. This giveaway thing is really fun. It's really easy to deal with. It's easy to do, fun, whatever. I keep saying the same words over and over. Just have to enter it. But all right, 1 minute. Here we go. And we're going to go to the store. We're going to give it away. All right, guys. The clock's ticking. Your choice of the McGuires, left or right. All right. Here we go. We got 3 packs left. Nolan Ryan. A couple of those start. There's another McGriff. Chris James. Jim Lindemann. Glenn Braggs. Candy Maldonado. Tom Bernansky. Glenn Davis. That's my third Mattingly. Gene Garber. Bill Bath. Kirby. Good pack. Mike Schmidt. Really good pack. Dave Henderson. And Doug DeCensus. Let me look at this real quick. This stack I've got. Schmidt, Puckett, Mattingly, McGriff, Nolan, Ozzie. Rock Reigns. Congrats, Fraley. Ivan's birthday. Nice. Happy birthday, Ivan. Let's see here. I am definitely doing another giveaway. I'm going to give away some of these star cards, but let's see what else we pull in the last couple of packs. Mattingly, Reigns. There we go. I got a little stack here. I'll show in a minute. There's 8 stars there we'll give away in one swoop when we're done here. Might be more than 8 once I... All right, Mitch Williams. Speaking of Mitch Webster, there is Mitch Williams, Wild Thing. Rookie card. Dwight Lowry, John Kruk, Dave Steve. We pulled a lot of him. Glenn Wilson, Pedro pulled a lot of him. Mike Balecki, Jay Tibbs, Lloyd Mosby, Tommy Herr, Harold Reynolds, Ken Daly, George Orta, Don Baylor, John Denny. So you got a birthday coming up too, Kenny. Nice. All right. I'll throw that in the star stack too. Did we pull another one that was multiples? Let's see. We'll see what we got. That's 9, and then I'll let you pick somebody. I'll throw in there and make it 10. 10 cards going to somebody here at the end. All right. We got Keith Moreland, Tom Browning. There's a George Brett, Frank DePino, Dick Schofield, Mike Young, Checklist, Jeff Heron, Phil Garner, Mickey Tettleton, Brian Fisher, Milt Thompson, Frank Viola, Tony Gwynn, and Jose Rio finishes us out. So we did pull 2 McGuires, 2 Bows, Barry, McGuire. I'm sorry, 2 Barry Larkins, Will Clark. So here's what I'm going to do. Yeah, Harold was up and down for me. Never was a big fan on playing, I guess, but I did like him on when he was announcing and stuff. So here's what I'm going to do here. Oh, Fraley, which one did you want so I can go ahead and put it over? Either one's fine. They're both. This one's off a little to the right. This is off a little to the left. But I think this one is better. I mean, that looks shorter than that, so I'll throw that one over there to you. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to give away a 10-pack of stars, and I'll let you pick somebody. Tony Gwynn, Kirby Puckett, George Brett, Tim Raines, Ozzie Smith, Nolan Ryan, Fred McGriff, Don Mattingly, Kirby Puckett, and Mike Schmidt. And if there's anybody that you saw that you really wanted that was in my star stack, I'll be glad to throw another one in there for you. But let's see. We're gonna give away some stars here. I'll be our last giveaway tonight, and I'll be signing off for a Sunday evening. Let's see here. Hope you enjoyed the 87 Donruss. Always a fun set to rip, and it's kind of an unknown box with it being just kind of loose in an antique store, but it had all the studs. So I can't complain about that at all. All right, so we got this giveaway going. Thanks, Fraley. 10 stars here, plus somebody if you want. If there was somebody in here you really wanted, I appreciate it, Fraley. I enjoy doing it, man. I'm thank you, McGee, for joining in. I just enjoy talking cards. I wish you guys could talk with me. I wish it was like a group. But I enjoy talking the cards and just telling old stories about the players and things that were going on in my life when these were ripped. And it's fun to hear some of you guys talk about it too and mention comments and memories of these guys. That's what it's about for me. I mean, I can go to the card shop all day and buy this new Prism stuff and all that, but my passion for it started in the 80s, and that's where I live still. So it's my this is my pleasure to do this. I'm just glad that anybody joins in. So I appreciate y'all. Zach, lunchbox special, nice. 88 was my first year, but 87 was great. 87 was great. So I got 10 here for you, lunchbox. Zach, if there was somebody that you saw that you wanted, tell me who that was. If it was somebody from your team or something like that, I'll throw it in there too. Maybe you wanted the Bill Wegman or the Floyd Bannister. But I've got all the winners kind of set to the side. I've got y'all saved up. I appreciate everybody who jumped in and bought some stuff, and I appreciate y'all welcoming me to this platform. I really enjoy it. Fraley, I'm going to try to do an 85 soon. So you want Spanky? All right, man. I'll pull out the Spanky for you. But again, I appreciate you guys. It's really fun for me, and just hanging out and doing cards. But I'll have another one coming up soon. I kind of went too long without doing one this time. I had some stuff going on the last couple of weeks, but I'll try to get something going in the next week or so, and we'll do another rip. Hope to see you guys again. If y'all need anything, always hit me up in the chat. But I appreciate y'all, and y'all have a good evening. Have a good week. Happy Sunday evening to you guys. Peace out.